Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Andy, aka LG, aka Eloggy. Today's video is going to be 2 hours or so of myself looking at old decks I've made on Magic Arena. I will not be playing any decks today because playing tends to make me upset, which does not allow for a good environment for a video to fall asleep to, which is what I'm getting at with this video. That's why I'm not even bothering to include face cam or anything. So for those of y'all that have at least a middling interest in Magic, you can just put this on as background noise to fall asleep to my luscious voice here and listen to what I have to say about all these old... Oh no. Oh, okay, I thought my computer froze for a second. Okay, yeah, look at all these decks, bro. It is January 6th. I feel like I made a similar video to this last year, and I was much closer to 100, so it was more of a necessity to make that video than it is this one. Or maybe I just haven't been building many decks since then, but I want to look at a lot of these because even though I don't need to get rid of them, I want to because like they're just so bad. Like, it's hard to... I just got it. Okay, how are we going to do this? I guess we'll just start down here at the bottom. These are the ones I haven't played with at all. This is a new one I was crafting, Jeskai Explorer, or Jeskai, yeah, well, Explorer, Jeskai Ascendancy. As you can see, I don't have any copies of the 2 primary cards you need for this deck. So that's all the farther I got here. I guess I can delete this one since I'm not spending 16 wild cards on a deck that probably isn't going to get any traction in a format as inhospitable as Explorer. So yeah, we can just go ahead and delete that one. Make this best of 3. Something tells me I didn't do this. No, this was... Did I? No. I mean, it's just weird, like... Well, what is this? Wait a minute. What... At first I thought it was just Great Horn Scute Swarm stuff, but no, there's more to it than that. We got this. It's like it's missing Scute Swarm. That's the thing. We got all these like landfall synergies, but not Scute Swarm, which is a weird thing to not have. Yeah, I'm pitching this one, bro. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that I said make this best of 3 in that last video a year ago. What style is this applying? Oh, Tribute to the World Tree, got it. Yeah, go ahead and get rid of that one. There's so much better landfall stuff we could be doing. Don't need to do any of that. Gruul Storm, make best of 3. What's this? Oh boy. Let's supply the style. Oh, Halana and Elena, nice. Okay, what else do we got? A bunch of just stuff. Like, what format is this? I'm assuming, yeah, it had to be Explorer. Oh man, main deck shifting Ceratops because we're playing best of 1. You already know. Kenrith transformation is wild. Yeah, this could definitely be best of 3. I haven't been crafting in Explorer because turn 1 Thoughtseize is just too easy and too game changing of a play, so like it discourages brewing because nothing you can do after getting Thoughtseized turn 1. There's nothing you can do to really overcome such a devastating play at the very beginning of the game, you know? I think I've changed my mind completely on Thoughtseize. I used to think it was a necessary evil in the Pioneer format, but now it is just... It's way too ubiquitous with the format, way too strong of a card. Anytime I see it turn 1, I 99% of the time just auto forfeit because there's no point in continuing when they just take away your most meaningful play. You know, it's just a very slippery slope. I haven't been playing much Explorer as a result of that, just because the format is so heavily tainted by Thoughtseize, the Rakdos deck or the mono black deck. Like that's like all I encounter, and it's really making the format not enjoyable. It's like Grief and Modern all over again. I used to think it was necessary evil to keep Brain Dead like Azorius Control and stuff at bay, but I don't for starters I don't think Thoughtseize really helps enough versus just Brain Dead Azorius. Okay, yeah, first of all. Second of all, what's Thoughtseize hitting that Duress isn't? This side point here, I know you're going to say, well, Thoughtseize can be played in addition to Duress, and then they're going to draw many, many, many cards with Memory Deluges and Deduces, and you're still never going to get anywhere meaningful, in my humble opinion. And case number 3, options like Thought Distortion are so much better. So, like, I don't know, I definitely went on a tangent here just because looking at this, I used to be so heavily into Explorer, but Thoughtseize is just an oppressive Magic card that I have not been playing, and I guess that's just allowing me to vent some frustrations I have with the format here. So I apologize if that is a bit of a downer right at the beginning of the video. I don't know how long this video is going to be, just kind of rambling. What is Brawl Tawnos, bro? You know we're down bad when we're looking at Brawl decks. Oh my god, what is this? What styles are we playing? I saw this one. Oh, Tribute, Henge, and Bushwhack by the looks of it. Okay. What does Tawnos do? Something about Beast and Birds. They copy themselves. Okay. I mean, that's not a beast or a bird. Like, it's okay, but like, would I ever play with it? That's the thing. I probably made this like over a year ago, so they released so many Magic cards so that this could probably just outright be changed. Like, there's probably options here that are much better than what I included here way back when I made this. Like good old Mangoing, for example. Never heard of this card in my life. Yeah, let's delete Tawnos. Sorry, buddy. And then Abs and Resto, best of 3. This has to be historic. Oh yeah, we got the Thragtusk here. Speaking of Thoughtseize, guess who was playing it? Your boy. Is that only one copy of Teleportation Circle? Oh, I guess because the Resto Angel, but still, like, really? I guess. Maybe I could make something out of this playing best of 3, but I mean, if we're talking about like Dawnbringer Clerics and Elder Fang Disciples, I just don't know. Let's get that one out of here. Winter Sunrise, this is the deck, and I think I like experimented again with Snow. Yeah, okay. So right after we look at Winter Sunrise, we'll look at Winter Snow. This is the one, whoa. There we go. This is the one that I was playing in Standard, like right before it rotated. So like a year and a half ago or something crazy. It was good in Standard, but yeah, I've saved it for so long that I mean I don't think I really need to continue saving it. I wish they'd release more Snow support into Pioneer, then it might be worth playing, but like as it stands, none of this is going to matter versus turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 5 Teferi. It's just not a reasonable format. And that was the Standard version, and I might still have that in paper somewhere, but we'll delete that and go up here to the Explorer version. I made this specifically for Snow, and as you can see, it's pretty similar. You know, we got the Thoughtseize because this is the Thoughtseize format. Got some Deduce because we're taking advice from that Azorius shit. I see I sneakily included the Standard combo in here because you know your boy. What the fuck was I doing with this, bro? Oh man, Blood on the Snow, like, I like it. This seems like it would be a fun and playable deck, but okay, when did I make this? It had to have been after Bloomburrow. I wonder if this was before Duskmourn. Let's look at the board, please, Arena. Nothing really, even the board looks like it would be okay at fighting, like, because like these are very strong versus like Control. Certainly not game winning on their own, but they do help. And then I guess like the argument for keeping Thoughtseize in the format is I could side Leyline of Sanctity in here if Thoughtseize is really that problematic for me, but like it's a literal dead card that I cannot cast. I have no way to like rummage it away or anything, get value out of it being a dead card in my like that is not good enough of a backstop to keep Thoughtseize in the format, in my opinion. Again, I know I'm probably going to get I don't know how many people are going to watch this video, at least ones that are heavily invested into Magic meta. But if you're watching this, go ahead and leave a like and a sub if you're not subbed. I promise my videos are usually better than this, but I'm trying to be more informative, less emotional, and just give a chill experience for those of y'all who just want to listen to me speak about things I'm passionate about while y'all fall asleep. So that's why I made this. I don't remember my experience playing with this, but I know I did, and I know I kept losing like non-stop with it. I can't remember why exactly. I think I'm going to hold on to this one just because of the fact that I can't remember why I continued to lose non-stop with this deck. This guy could use a way to give him trample, but like, I mean, he dies to Fatal Push, so what do you want? I don't know, man. And the land-based issues are kind of hit or miss too, because like, these enter tapped. I mean, maybe you could try to fit Spelunking in here so these enter untapped, but by then it's turn 3, and then what are you, like, Spelunking goes in ramp decks, and what are you really ramping to in snow? Like you see what I mean? Like, now the issues are coming together, I guess. But even still, like, why is this here? This should just be Spelunking. Or no. This was a calculated decision to coincide with Jorn here, who I see we only have 2 copies of, perplexingly. Jorn's like the card to like build around, in my opinion, because it like doubles your mana. So that's why I wanted like sorcery speed stuff to do pre-combat, and then have your mana up post-combat to do stuff like 3 steps, deduce, and grow spiral. So like, I was trying like everything I could to make the deck function, and it just couldn't, because Explorer is such an inhospitable format. So unfortunate. I'm gonna have to just like try playing with this deck someday. Not right now, because like I said, I don't want to play, but I'm definitely keeping this one, because that has me intrigued. What's H Giants Johns? Ooh, we got a board. What is this, bro? It's sort of like the IRL Giants deck I made. I do not ever remember playing with this. We got the Forfeit. Yeah, this is the deck. What's in the sideboard? Needles, Splash, Frillback. So this was like a recent deck. Like, okay, I do not ever remember making a deck like this. It looks flames. Like, I don't know how this wouldn't function. Like, I have to go back and try this now. This shit has me so intrigued. Man, I wish I could play, because I just to see, but like, no, we're not doing that, because I'm just going to get upset. I'll just have to wait in suspense, see what that is. Explorer Fires. This was just Gruul Fires of Invention. We got the Wildfire, Darksteel Citadel in our 2-color deck, along with Grazer and a bunch of weird goodies like the main deck Frillbacks, you know, your main deck skews. Yeah. Come on, man. What were we doing here? What are we? I don't get it. What do we got over here? Roiling. Oh my god! I made this when fucking that dumb fucking Geological Appraiser shit was running wild. Holy! I forgot about that. Does that make any of this make any more sense? Not really. Like, this is a weird, because like Fires is usually degenerate 5-color garbage, especially now that the Overlords are out. But I cooked with this. I'm definitely deleting it though, because like main deck throwback and Scoos, bro. Come on. I mean, Scoos is, I stand by Scoos, but this is main deck is a little much, and there doesn't seem to be any real payoffs aside from these two. And if there's ever a board state where combat damage is invalidated, then I just don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely deleting this one. Brawl Chatterfang. Or moreover, when did I make Brawl Chatterfang, I guess is the question. I see Lord of the Rings cards. I see Sorin, Cruelty. I don't know, man. No Cavern. So Lost Caverns? That's crazy, dog. Like, so much squirrel shit here. I think I played with this like once, and then was like, alright, that's enough for me. I just don't care for the Brawl format very much. The format is just very, like I said about Timeless, Explorer, it just feels inhospitable. Like, I forget who, I think the Amazonian did like a video exposing Arena's matchmaking. So like, if you win a lot of games, you get matched up versus opponents who also win a lot, and they tend to play with like degenerate garbage. So you encounter like the same decks all the time when I play anyway, and it's just very rarely does it feel like we're playing a legitimate game of Magic. It's more of, okay, who is going to draw a more reasonable hand in a more appropriate amount of time. Not a very meaningful format in my opinion. Still better than Commander because it's 1v1, but for my take, I'm not the biggest fan of Brawl, but I do play it mostly to I have some like 2-color decks. Like if I have a daily quest, I gotta play like red and black, which are some colors that I very rarely play with. I got like a red and black Brawl deck. Anyway, here we got Timeless Uro. This may have been the first Timeless deck I made. I'm not sure. I kind of forgot this was a Magic card, to be honest. What the absolute fuck is with all these? I mean, I know we're trying to end on Field of the Dead, but come on, like that's a little insane. I think this might have been the first Timeless deck I made, and it definitely shows 2 caverns in the sideboard. Perplexingly, you know we're down bad when we're putting Cavern of Souls in the board. But yeah, this was way before 3 mana Win the Game came out. What's it called? Show and Tell. So I just don't see this being functional. I mean, we got 4 mainboard Tidebinders, so maybe we can stop an ETB if they slam Atraxa instead of their Omniscience, if we're good enough to predict that. But yeah, this is not competitive anymore. Looks fun though, looks good, but not when your opponent's casting turn 3. Whoops, I win the game. So let's get that out of here. Timeless Yawdalok, let's go. I made the video on this like over a year ago, and I just kept the deck around. Not sure why, because I haven't really played with it since. I mean, it looks fun, it looks trolly, but like, just don't know. Like, I'm not sure where's. Okay, so we got all 3 in here. I mean, it makes sense because we're a discard deck. We're trying to Yawdalok the opponent, but still, like this feels like some actual heinous shit. Emphasis on heinous. And to this day, I'm in disbelief that it actually worked on that one opponent that one time. Like the game 1, I got the opponent with the Yawdalok, and then never again. Fucked up, bro. Anyway, you got Explorer Dino Henge here. So this was right when Explorers of Ixalan came out, and all the good dinos came out, like this, and I wanted to capitalize on it. Like this is a crazy Magic card. No, it's this one. This is just Giant Growth, but not Giant Growth. Rampant Growth. This is just a Rampant Growth with more steps because Pioneer can't have a Rampant Growth. But this is a fucking crazy Magic card. For 1 mana, you can either tune up a land or a dinosaur from among your top 5 cards. So early game helps you get lands, late game helps you get action. Like, it's a solid card. One that really pushed this deck forward. I remember I I had a deck without the Great Henge, but then I slotted the Great Henge in somehow. I'm not sure what I changed to include the Great Henge, and I don't remember it making much of an impact on the deck. I feel like the matchups I was doing badly against, I still struggled with, and I probably struggled with decks that I was doing better against earlier because I had a bigger curve than I did previously. Like, I don't have any low-cost creatures, bro. What do we got over here? Bro, there we go. Furlbacks, Ceratops, yep, Rex, what's it? Oh. Interesting. An Alpine Moon was my hate card of choice for Nykthos and Lotus Field. Wow. I mean, it's a good card, but only one copy, bro? Come on. Maybe that's all I had, and I didn't feel like spending my wild cards on it, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, this is a clean deck, bro. Like, I kind of want to play with this again, but, like, I'm just gonna get turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 3 Annexed, and then I'm out of the game. Like, yeah, another thing, I would have to re-sideboard all of this, because, like, none of these are going to compete in modern-day Pioneer. Like, turn 3 Annex is just so devastating, not to mention turn 1 Thoughtseize, but yeah, this is a cool looking deck. I am going to pitch it though, because the sideboard needs serious work to contend with the current state of Pioneer, but this is a good shell. Like, this is a good Magic card in a dinosaur deck. Like, don't get it twisted. If you want to play dinosaurs in Explorer, which I highly encourage, just because more diversity in the format is much appreciated, definitely auto include 4 of this, because it's very good. But yeah, I think I'm gonna delete this, and I might remake dinosaurs if the calling comes to me, but as it stands, I don't know, man. Looks real susceptible to, like, all kinds of garbage. But I mean, we're in the right colors. Like, we got a lot of anti-control options naturally. I can side in, like, haste stuff versus the dedicated, like, Brain Dead Azorius. So yeah, there's potential here, but I would have to start from scratch. Like, this is too outdated, which is crazy because this is, like, legitimately maybe 1 year old. Crazy how much that changed. Goodbye, Explorer Dino Henge. Now this Explorer Ventures, ladies and gentlemen. If you know anything about Throne of Eldraine and the adventure mechanic, you know how oppressive and devastating it was in Standard. So I figured, let me just make a Jund shell with the best adventure cards, throw some shoulders in there, and call it a day. That's what I did. I put this deck together, and, like, this should be so good, but it is so ungodly bad, and I cannot... To this day, I cannot explain why. I went like 1 in 10 when I made this, and, like, the more I kept losing, the more frustrated I got, because, like, this doesn't look like a deck that should just lose like that to every archetype under the sun. But it did. I could not win a game. What do we got over here? Oh, Roiling. Okay, so maybe this was when Explorer shit was still playing the format. What else do we got? This for control. Guy's Blessing for mill. Okay. I want to keep this because I just don't understand how this could have such an overwhelmingly bad record. Like, I'm not seeing where this would struggle. Because, like, you drop this on 2, you play this on 3 to ramp, you ramp 2, you can play this for the adventures, like, burn for 4, like, I'm not seeing where it struggles. Yet I vividly remember not being able to win a single game. And like I said, it could have been the meta when it was just turn 3, I guess I win with Geological Appraiser, but that's been out of the format for like over a year now, so I don't know why I never went back to this if that was the case. It feels like I abandoned it for other reasons, which, like I said, doesn't make sense. Like, I don't see how this could be capable of losing, like, to that degree. I know Explorer is a powerful ass format, but I can see this falling to like the oppressive ass like beanstalk elemental nonsense of now, because like that deck is just so prevalent and prominent and polished, but nobody was really playing that back then in Explorer. I'm trying to think what this could have possibly lost to. Like, there's no sweepers, so maybe aggro got me. Between these, I just don't see that, though. Like, this gains me, like... I don't know, man. I think I have to keep this just to try to see what was wrong with it, because looking at it, it is not clear how this lost that many games for me. Yeah, I'm definitely holding on to this one, because this has me perplexed beyond imagination. Now, similarly to that, we have this one. I say similar because internally I was thinking, okay, Temur is a good aggro color combination, because we got, like, big bodied, like, green, we got Knuckleblade, we got the Ascendancy, like I had big plans with this deck. We could put Bone Crusher into play with Coco, or stomp something with it. Like I had plans with this deck, and then this proceeded to lose me even more games than the Jund Adventures one. And this I can definitely see why, because our aggro creatures are not great. Like, anything that dies to Fatal Push is not great. We got this to kind of ease off that, but, like, what are we drawing? Like, we play this on 1, play this on 2, it gets pushed. I draw a card, and it's probably going to be another, like, 1 or 2 drop, and by then it's like, okay. Or it could be, like, a 5 drop that just gets Heartless acted, or... like, I'm trying to explain this in a way that, like, coincides with what I had in mind when I originally built the deck, because, again, like the Jund Adventures one, it doesn't seem like the deck that should just lose legitimately every game, but I could not win games with this. This makes a lot more sense to me to lose, actually, because the mana base is a little wonky. We want to be like 3-color aggro. We always want to have red mana on 2 to stomp something if absolutely necessary, and 2 damage on turn 2 is not always going to be enough, so our interaction isn't great. Our little aggro creatures leave a lot to be desired. Like, these are good cards, don't get me wrong, but together in a shell that wants to capitalize on, like, Temur Ascendancy, it's not really the greatest. And I went with a lower curve because this was at a time when Azorius Control was, like, at its most represented. What do we got on the board? Stubborn Denial for the control. Okay, Needles. Yep. Throwbacks for Phoenix, I guess. This for interaction and this for control. Okay. I mean, yeah, but I just, this is not the shell to work with Temur Ascendancy. Like, I don't think we need Coco. Or maybe if we do, we go more so in on, like, better 2 and 3 drops, and maybe take Garg out, or I don't know. There's definitely ways to better this, because, like, this, I mean, just looking at this now, I can definitely see many flaws. I mean, blue, red, and green is my favorite color combination. It just sucks so badly when it comes to interacting with the opponent. All the removal options come from red, and it's damage based. Blue, you need to have mana open to counter it, which, I mean, they'll just perfectly have Cavern when you try to do that, so... And green, you gotta rely on weird shit like Kenra's transformation here, so... It's not a very interactive color, so it's not the best mid-range deck archetype, so maybe that's why the Ascendancy just doesn't do what you want it to do, because it's not a good shell for a mid-range deck. I think I'm going to try something else with Temur Ascendancy. Make like a more dedicated, was it Ferocious? Yes, more dedicated ferocious deck. Put like 4 main deck stubborn denials in or something, because like this is not this is not doing anything for anybody. But I do like the Bone Crusher option in here to go with the ferocious. But yeah, this could definitely be changed and perfected, I think. So yeah, well, definitely deleting this one. Try Temur Ascendancy again, because Temur is my favorite color. What is H-Tax, bro? Okay, I'm seeing Veto and Supreme Verdict and Emperor. Oh my god, I went full Brain Dead Azorius. Now, we don't have to Fairy, but yeah, this is just the Azorius control deck played in Historic, so I can play 4 copies of Rhystic Study. Oh no. I remember this working too, which is the craziest part. That's funny, bro. I vividly remember this winning me games, because like opponents wouldn't pay for Rhystic Study, and like it just got out of hand. And even the ones that did pay for Rhystic Study, I just walked all over them with my counter magic and disruption. And yeah, it's a bit of a meme, but I wanted to try Rhystic Study in 60 card format, and this was my attempt. I'm glad y'all could witness it. I don't know what the hell this is doing here. Actually, I do remember. I wanted a good artifact to untap with this Teferi. I would have an influx of cards thanks to Rhystic Study, and I wanted something to spend to be able to have extra mana to cast those cards, so I wouldn't have to discard a hand size. And I mean, I do have the 1 Reliquary Tower and this to have no maximum hand size, but that's what I was doing with this Rhystic Study deck, and I don't think I would ever play this again, so I'm going to delete it. But man, this was funny. Oh yeah, definitely getting rid of this one. Okay, we got Brawl Loot now. Okay, well, oh my lord. I made this right when the loot came out, I remember, because like Temur was my favorite color combination, and I wanted to try it out, because I got to try all my Temur buddies, and loot was not particularly impressive. Like, he has a very strange ability that cares about like the types of non-land permanents you have. Like, I really tried to make this work, and it just usually the games where I didn't play loot ended up going better than when I tried playing loot. So like, probably not the best deck. I mean, I don't know how to make loot work. This didn't work, and I mean, this is what I gravitate towards. What's the style? Something over here. Oh, Battlefield. Whoa! I've never seen this in my life. When did I get this style? Oh man. Oh, that's good shit. Loot would not recommend for just generic good Temur deck. Stick with my boy Surak here. H-Wolf Aggro, bro. This used to be the deck I played with. It's Historic Wolf Aggro. This used to be the deck I played in Historic to just rank up. After the season resets every month, this would be what I did to get back up. It's still fun, but like, I haven't touched Historic ever since Modern Horizons 3 came out, because 1 mana cat thing with lifelink just invalidates almost this whole deck. Like, I know they rebalanced it on Arena, specifically in Historic format, so maybe I could try something with this, but I think I played with this like once or twice and just kept getting run over by 1 mana galvanic discharge, and all my shit just died, just vaporized instantaneously, and I'm like, alright, I'm not doing this anymore. But before that, one of my biggest problems with this deck was actually flyers like Angels. People love spamming that shit. So I had to include some weird sideboard options. We got the heroics, yeah, but the big... Where the fuck is it? Did I put it in the main? No. Where the hell is it? Nalia's intervention. Oh, here it is. Only 2 Okay, I remember having 4 of these in here at one point. To deal with flyers, like Angels and stuff. But it seems that got moved down to 2. We got some Pax Betrayals, some more Prowlers, some Needles, and I don't think I've ever sided this in one time. Maybe I did versus Control, take some of this out, but I might have to try ranking up with this again when I rank up, because games are over very, very quickly. Because wolves and werewolves, they get the job done. Including 4 bone crushers in my wolves deck, just to stomp some wolves out. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I can't think of any wolves that have been added since I stopped playing with this that might need to change something. I don't know. I'm definitely keeping this one though. Just wanted to show that. What is H Kodama? Oh, it's... I figured this would be Brawl, but no, it's historic. Okay. If you haven't been able to tell, H means historic, S means standard, timeless, I write out the word timeless, Brawl, I write out the word brawl, and Explorer, I have EX. So I should have realized that when I said that, but I really thought this would be historic, or it is historic. I really thought it would be Brawl. Okay, why historic instead of Explorer, I wonder? Oh, is that it? Like, there has to be something in here. What is signature? Okay, that's a legit option. Rex Sage, I mean, that's Pioneer legal. Yeah, that is some really... Okay, I remember what happened. I made this deck in Pioneer, but because the format is so detestably inhospitable, I just copied the deck and moved it over to Pioneer, or Historic, because it's less fucking turn 1 Thoughtseize and shit like that. There's less to just auto-lose against. But these are some weird, like, one of them Shifting Woodlands to coincide with 0 copies of Cavern of Souls is crazy. But yeah, I think I'm deleting this one. Is there a way to see? There is, but you gotta do like this and then click this. Yeah, it is historic deck, so yeah, deleting that one. It is functionally a Pioneer deck that I had to play in Historic because Pioneer is just that bad, which is insane. But yeah, that was the unfortunate circumstance. That makes what I said even earlier even more vindicated, but yeah, we'll delete that. Historic Ral. Bro, I wanted Wizards to be good, like, so bad. Like, I actually bought a dedicated, like, Wizard package to play in paper with, like, 4 Flame of Omnors, a bunch of Snapcasters. It cost a pretty penny. And then MH3 came out. Tamiyo and Ral came out, and, like, now the Wizard package looks nothing like this. So, like... to be honest, I don't even want to look at this, because, like, I was including, like, Rend Resolve when Light Up the Stage as a Magic card, and, like, I had to do Historic because Timeless is a non-format when Show and Tell exists, but this had some weird options, like, the board... I did not know Skullcrack was on Arena, ladies and gentlemen. Let alone I had one in one of my decks, but yeah, this is this deck. I'm deleting it right now. So I thought I do have a timeless one. Okay, let me delete this one, and we'll look at the timeless one. I made the timeless version anyway, even though I knew there's no Tamiyo, there's no Ral, because I determined Ral to be not good enough. Okay, so there's Light Up the Stage. I replaced Rend Resolve, but even still, like, this just does not do what you need it to do versus, like, I mean, Orcish Bowmasters just runs all over this. The green deck that hardly anybody plays ran all over this. Like, Show and Tell, like, even with... Oh, I guess there are no main deck counters. Maybe that was a mistake on my end. Especially when Counterspell and Mana Drain are legal in the format, but maybe I didn't make the deck correctly. So either way, this still needs to be deleted. I don't know, I kind of like what we could be doing here. It just, we need that interaction, the Mana Drain, the Counterspell's main deck, because this just isn't going to do anything. It's not going to win fast enough to the point where we can just afford to not include cards like that. So yeah, this was on my end. This is not a functional deck in an environment as tuned as Timeless. So Yeah, we gotta change this one up. Go on and delete that. Where were we? Explore skeletons, bro. One day, I was playing Explorer and randomly got beat down back to back by Explorer skeletons of all things. It was this card in particular, Corpses of the Lost, that I was like, the first opponent played it and I was like, what is this? Oh, some nonsense from LCI. Then it beat me and I was like, okay, well, I guess even bad cards can win when the deck gives you nothing. Then, like, the very next game, it might have been 2 games later, but it seemed like the very next game, I fought another opponent playing skeletons, and it's like, alright, is this a real archetype? So I put this together, and it didn't do badly, but at the same time, it didn't quite do enough. Like, Control still absolutely has a field day versus this, even though all your skeletons have haste when you have this out. Good luck resolving this, by the way. What is this? Oh, Moss Pit Skeleton. Oh, no. Random Shouldered, of course. Random Scoos, because we're playing green. Might as well put this in the main deck to deal with Arclight. What do we got in here? More Duresses. Some Go Blanks. Why did we have this? For some reason, I was hesitant to play Life Gain, I guess? What play Life Gain? Angels? I don't know about that one. I'm seeing 0 Cavern of Souls in the Typal deck. That is something, bro. Yeah, I don't know what to say, bro. We're pitching this one. It was fun. Like, I got a little salty losing against it twice, but I won some games off it, so that was cool. Anyway, here we got HELVs. This is about as close as I could get to, I have a modern deck. I built Elves in Modern in paper. I made a deck tech video about it over a year ago. The video did pretty well, but this is that was for modern. This has a few options that aren't modern legal, like this. That might be it, though. I think everything else, because like this is modern legal now. So yeah, like this. What do we got on the board? Anything? No, they're all real cards. So yeah, this. If you take this out, it's a modern deck. And then you just include like any of the other actual modern Elf Ball cards, like Nettle Sentinels and Heritage Druids and stuff, and you got a deck. Like, Elves is strong, don't get me wrong. Could this even be... No, it can't be Pioneer, because this is not right. But still, even... And that, yeah, this is our main finisher. But, like, this can finish a game. This... Where are you? This can finish a game. So, like... And the thing is, a lot of these are actually standard legal right now. So, like, you could do Elves in standard, which I have tried. Oh my god, I forgot about that. We gotta look at that right now. I made a standard Elves deck. Like, this, nothing needs to be said about this. It's just Elves. Might be able to do something with this, so I think I'm going to keep it. Could probably be touched up a little, though, so maybe I should delete it, but I'll hold on to it just for posterity's sake. Where's this? Elves, I guess. Let's look at this. Okay, we got one of our Elves, the good art version, the one that I grew up with. Dwinnen's Elite is in standard, which is 1 Loam Speaker, Leaf Crown Visionary, Growing Rights, Gwenna, this thing, Spring Bloom is not what you want to be doing in an elf deck, but sure, Elvish Archdruid, okay, Tyvar, and Glissa. And then one of this, and then our big payoffs, Season of Gathering, okay, 3 Nisas and a Cityscape Leveler. Hooey. I mean, I gotta keep in mind this is standard, but like there have got to be better payoffs than Season of Gathering and Cityscape Leveler. Nisa's legit, because you have a bunch of elves. This comes down, pumps them all, but there's gotta be something I'm missing here. What do we got on the board? Oozes, Rex Sages, this for control, Terrace Underwrite, Stone Brain for Farewell, Baloth, and another leveler in the board for good measure. Yeah, I'm never playing with this again. Let me delete this right now. Brawl Ferocious. I made a Serac Teamer deck the day Serac came out on Arena, and I loved it, but it was just more like generic Teamer cards I liked. This is actually more focused on getting Ferocious going. Like, we're capitalizing on this. A bunch of our creatures are higher on the curve. We're trying to give everything haste. Of course, we got some little guys and stuff too, but for the most part, we are a Ferocious deck, and this actually did way better for me than Loot and company. But yeah, good fun deck. I still actually play with this one sometimes, so we'll leave it. Explore, mutate, no! Oh my god, what is this? Did we not already see this? Oh no, I said make best of 3. So, okay, no, I just saw this, and I was thinking, make best of 3, but no, this was more leaning in towards specifically mutate. God, I fucking hate Thoughtseize. What were we actually doing here, though? We were trying to hit this off of mutating Auspicious Sterix, because if you don't do that, you gotta sack a creature, and then it's like, bro, that totally defeats the purpose. If you got a 2-for-1 yourself to do it, so like hard casting this is terrible. We also got this. Since we're really trying to steal creatures out here in our mutate deck, like, this is just so all over the place. What do we got in here? Did I look here? I don't think so. Pick your poison. Interesting. Fading Hope. Oh, all right. Yeah, I see the vision, but I can't imagine it playing out this way, and I don't remember ever playing with it, so I doubt it ever did, because mutate shit just dies, like, almost immediately. You rarely get the mutate value, so, like, how is this worded exactly? When it mutates, exile cards on top until exile X permanents, where X is the number of times it's mutated. So, you have to mutate a bunch with the Sterix to actually get the value you want out of it, and that just doesn't happen. Maybe it happened in Standard when Ikoria was in Standard, but it just does not happen anymore, like in Pioneer. So yeah, unfortunately, another mechanic that just can't keep up with the insanity that is Thoughtseize into Unholy Annex. So I think I gotta pitch this one. Like, it's so disjointed too. Like, I can tell just looking at it. Like, why do we have 4 Grazers? I mean, they're a good target to mutate onto with Greathorn, but like, do I even have enough lands to take advantage of Grazer? 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 28, 26, 17, 29. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. But like, how are we winning? What is our win condition? I don't get it. There might be something here. I might need to cook again, but this is not it. Because previously you cheated that grafted identity onto an opponent's creature with Storm the Festival, and then I was thinking more along the lines of, okay, what can I do in Teamer in Pioneer? And I immediately went to Genesis Ultimatum. But if you're doing that, you can just hit a Agent of Treachery, and yeah, it's bad. Bad deck, bro. Oh my god, we got Doom Foretold. Speaking of bad decks, what style we got? Ooh, dang, Buster, you got it. Did I play with this? I feel like I played with this. Yeah, I made a video playing with this, and I just kept losing and losing. Look at all our turn 1 plays in the main deck. That's insane. Then how is this deck winning if it goes long when we have this much dedicated 1-mana spells? I'm not sure, big dog. Seems like it'd be decent, but I remember just losing constantly with it when I made the video, so I guess it was something on my end, so yeah, we'll just delete this one. Alright, let's look at Explorer Ultimatum. Oh no, Sultimatum. Sultai Ultimatum, bro. I pretty much tried making the Sultai Ultimatum deck from Standard work. So you can see we got 3 copies of Leyline of Sanctity in the main deck because there's no option to protect against Thoughtseize outside of it. So yeah, playing off-color Leyline in the main deck just because there's no other option to defend against turn 1 Thoughtseize. But you know, when that applies style to, I guess, Otawara, maybe nope, just that. So yeah, we're ramping in the early game, having some interaction, and then, like I said, we're ramping mid game. We got some middling threats along the way, like Sheoldred's, binding, good interaction, and ramp. But our main shtick here is, once we get to Ultimatum, we're trying to hit, like, any combination of, like, Peer into the Abyss, Sheoldred will win the game. Emrakul, oh wait, that can't, it has to be colored, right? Yeah, mono, yeah, so we can't hit Emrakul with it, but if it's in our hand and we get Omniscience or one with the Multiverse down, I guess it could also be off the top of the deck with that, but we can cheat the cast Emrakul trigger that way, but the reality is you're just going to draw all of these. So not only can you not execute your intended early to mid game plan because your hand is littered up with this, you have no late game plan because all of the cards you want to hit with this are in your hand. So just not, like, it's so hard to make these variable cards like this work. Like, they're so strong that you want to play with them because, like, you know they're good cards, but, like, the variance it involves is it leaves a lot to be desired in a format as overtuned as Pioneer. Then in the board we got the usual suspects, some Duresses, some Needles, Mystical Dispute, that's definitely gonna stop the control decks, big dog. Malicious Malfunction, I don't know what I thought I was hitting with that. And then Throwback for the Yards, yikes. Well, that is Ultimatum. Don't think I'm ever playing with that again, so let's go on and delete that. Alright, now we get Brawl Blue and Red. As I mentioned, sometimes I get the 750 gold daily quests, and I don't typically play blue and red, so I made a blue-red Brawl deck that I can play when I do that, and you know, I dig Ral, so I made this, and it's surprisingly good. I say that because, like, I guess because my initial reaction to it was tainted because of how bad it performed for me in, like, Historic and Timeless, but, you know, I took it out of the Timeless deck, right, because it was bad for me. But yeah, it did good here, because, like, we're trying to be both aggro, like, low-cost stuff, and then we got the late game stuff that can actually hold up if the game goes long, which it often does. But sometimes we just get these early starts with, like, Ragavan. I know he's in here somewhere, but I can't see it on this small ass TV screen. So usually, like, I drop Ragavan turn one, the opponent forfeits, but, like, even the games, like I said, that go long, this deck sometimes just is able to grind it out, which surprised me, and I like the deck, so yeah, I'm keeping it around. I don't remember changing anything, so I'm going to say no. Explorer 5-color Blink. What in God's name is this? Okay, we got one Thoughtseize. We got two of this. Two of this. I was going to say, is this like my Eerie Ultimatum? All these 1-0s? But nah, this is something far more sinister. Like, this is... Oh my lord. I like this. I just don't see how this is supposed to do anything. Because you know the moment you boot this up, all you'll fight is Scrubby Azorius. Not a single spell is ever going to resolve. Not a single creature is ever going to survive. Do we have any contingency plan for... Well, there's our Thoughtseize answers. What about... No... How do you expect this to be controlled? They play one island and the game is over, big dog. Oh man, this looks fun though. Like, I want to try this. Is it playable? You would need so many more, like, Scrubsaurus control. Like, this just has no chance if you get matched up versus that. But otherwise, it looks like a fun deck. Why are we 5-color again? What are we hitting here with red? Oh, Golos has all colors. Okay, good shit, my guy. Yeah, holding on to that one. Standard ramp rotation. Was this actually rotation proof? It looks like it was. Yeah, Yeah, I made this before Bloomburrow came out in anticipation for Bloomburrow, so I could keep playing Standard when the old sets rotated and wouldn't need to craft all the new wild cards yet. But turns out Bloomburrow is one of the most rejuvenating feelings in Magic in a long time. So I crafted the Frogs deck right away, and I was very happy about it. So I didn't need this deck. I didn't play with it like at all once rotation happened. I don't even remember what's in here. Got 4 Pillage, okay, 1 Glissa, some Bushwhacks to go with the 1 of Obliterator, okay. What's this? Aclazotz, because why not? And then big bumper there. What style do we got? Bushwhack, okay, board. Stonebrain for Farewell or Sunfall. 4 Bitter Triumphs in the sideboard instead of Cut Down. That is fascinating. Yeah, weird deck. I do remember it being good. Like, I remember playing with it, and I remember it being good. But there's just so many other ways I would build Golgari. Like even back then, Golgari was an established archetype, and it didn't look like this. I don't know what I was doing making this. But it's fun. Like, there's no virtue of persistence, which is the main one that people play. And that fucking 7-mana dog shit, every player mills 500 cards and then get some cards out of the grave. That fucking shit I hate, but this is a weird looking deck. Definitely getting rid of this one. Oh yeah, let's look at Explorer Velomachus. What style do we got? Oh, Lightning Helix, okay. I really like Velomachus. Did I play with... I don't think I ever played with this deck on video. It's just a fun way to like we tried ramping with a bunch of treasure producers and then get down a Velomachus. I see there's no Cavern of Souls, which that might have been a byproduct of the time. I think I made this before Cavern was on Arena even. And I remember I made some changes too, because I didn't really have things like Play with Fire or like low cost stuff. I had a lot more weird higher cost like 5-mana spells to take advantage of Velomachus, but like I lowered the curve a lot, and it made the deck a lot better. And then I even made it best of 3, which is nice. The only change, like I said, would be adding some caverns. Let me do that right now and actually keep this deck. What do we want to take out here? There we go. Not send it all the way up top. Okay, that's fine though. Holding on to this one. Okay, Timeless Flood. Now we're getting into into the newly made garbage. I say that, but this should not be garbage. Full stop. But, oh, no. I did not just make this. This must have been when this shit came out. Yeah. Because I do not... What the fuck? I don't ever remember playing main deck Chalice. What is the game plan here? Field of the Dead, I guess? Like, what was I doing? No, delete this. That is so old. I made another Flare deck somewhere. Should be up here. Here, Timeless Ramp. This I made like just about a month ago. As you can see, we got the buddy already. 2 Veil of Summers main deck, because Thoughtseize is putting in work even here. But we're like a Beans deck. We're trying to... That is our card draw here. To go with this. We're still trying to tighten Field of the Dead, but we also got this to copy. Do I have any of the deserts here? Don't seem to, but to copy other things, like anything oppressive from the opponent. Like it's a good deck. Like there's no problems with it. The only problem is that there's a 3-mana sorcery that comes down and just wins the game. I even included some hate pieces for it in here, like Titan comes down and blows up Omniscience before they can cast any instants or sorceries. The problem is they almost always somehow have exactly instants in their hand, so they can still get value out of the Omniscience right away before I blow it up. Funny how that works out, but yeah. And then I also have Tidebinder to stifle any Atraxa triggers. I really tried, but it just doesn't compete. I think I'm holding on to it though, because it's so new. Like, I made this maybe not even a full month ago, I tried Timeless again because Standard was getting a little stale to me, and Explorer is a non-format with turn 1 Thoughtseize, so I went back to Timeless and did not enjoy my stay, so let's keep it moving. We're at about an hour and a half, I think, so I'm trying to keep up the pace here. What is this? Historic Green Stompy. We're historic specifically for this and Titan. Yeah, just good old-fashioned mono green Stompy. I don't remember this being any good. The one of Master's Rebuke, that is our only source of main deck interaction to speak of. That's crazy. Do we have anything in here? 3 more Rebukes, and that is it. I think the plan initially was to put Snow in here and then have Blizzard Brawl, but I forgot, so we have to rely on 2 mana Rebuke. I mean, Rebuke is better because it's instant, but like still, this is... And then what are you doing? You're just stats. Like, where's our Questing Beast? What is this deck, bro? Oh, there's Questing Beast in the board. Okay, that's acceptable. I'll hold on to this deck then. And then I also made... Okay, so these 3 decks in a row are all like the same thing. That was the historic one. This one is also labeled historic, but it's a copy and paste of this. It's the same situation that I mentioned like an hour ago, where I had a deck for Pioneer, but Pioneer is so fucking degenerate that I had to just stop playing the format, bring the same deck to a format that should theoretically have a higher power level, but there's more cards, so people are actually playing more diverse decks. They're not just hitting you with turn 1 Thoughtseize every single game. So I was able to actually do something with the historic version, but the Explorer version, nah. This gets hit with turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 removal, turn 3 removal, turn 4 removal, Unholy Annex, and Shouldered, and you can see that the game is over. There's no beating an Unholy Annex, and there's definitely no beating a Shoulder the Apocalypse here. Not to mention Scrubsorius Control. So, what do we got on the board? Some things to beat Scrubsorius Control, not much though. Like these die to Wandering Emperor and Sweepers, and like, yeah, it's just... Yeah, I have to delete it. There's just no salvaging this when Pioneers is inhospitable as it is. I hate to say, because I do like the way that deck looked, and it should play well, but it just doesn't, because the format is such fucking dog shit. Let's look at this one, which I think is mostly, yeah, almost the exact same deck. I see Kodama's in here. I don't remember if that was in the other one. I don't think it was, but I could be tripping. Kodama is a weird insertion. I mean, Kodama's a legit Magic card, but it's not like it doesn't suffer from the same problems I mentioned. I mean, fucking Fatal Push is in the format, so like, yikes, dog. I don't know. What do we got on the board? Is it the same? It is actually the... Oh no, we got this because people play fucking Angels in Historic way more than Pioneer. Is this... It might be. I think I'll hold on to this one. I do think this could actually maybe do something sometime, but definitely not the Pioneer one. Way too overtuned of a format. Oh, here we got another standard Golgari deck. Ooh, I see main deck Obstinate Baloth. I see this shit, weirdly enough. I see no big ramp payoff, so what are you doing in here instead of the... What are they called? Outlaw? No. Crime? Anyway, yeah, this just looks like Golgari stuff. Trying to end on the combo, but can grind out other ways. Like, this is fine, it's just very boring. There's a million ways to build Golgari because it's strong, but like I said, it's very... Why is this in the main, bro? Do I have more in the side? Oh my god, I do. Okay, this must have been the height of Mono Black discard. Yeah, it was. Yeah, because Bloomburrow was out, so people were playing that fucking Bandits Town. So, yeah, okay, that makes sense why this was in the main. This was a product of its time. But like I said, the Golgari is so... You can make this a million different ways. This doesn't need to be saved. So I'm just gonna delete that. Here I have a black-white brawl deck. Telling you right now, this is dank, dog. I don't even know why I opened this, because I'm not deleting it. I guess I'll just show it in case anybody is interested. But I don't know how much you can see from this screen, because, I mean, it's really small on my TV screen here, but yeah, if you were interested in what I do in the black-white 750 daily quest comes up, this is what I do, big dog. So there you go. Where are we? Okay, Brawl Urza. Blue-white is another combination I rarely play, and anything that doesn't involve green is usually needs the 2-color specific Brawl deck, so this is something I pull up with that. I like Urza as a card, actually, so this one's pretty fun. We are leaning more so into control, but we do, of course, have the Might Stone, Weak Stone. We are trying to make the Planeswalker here. That is the ultimate goal. I remember playing with that in Standard and it doing well, so yeah, it works too in Brawl, but with Brawl we're more so of a just generic Azorius control deck. I'm just trying to end on that instead of some instant speed fucking I don't even have it in here, do I? No, the damn shark thing, tart shark, whatever. Let me get out of here, dog. Where are we? Oh my god. Okay, now we're getting into the point where, like, how many decks do we have? 42. Okay, we are making quick work of this. I say as I've been recording for over an hour and a half, but like this, I remember seeing the card Eldamri and being like, all right, I gotta make something out of this. And this is what I came up with, and it really didn't work. But I was actually, because I played with it enough, I was able to determine why it didn't work, but that was a while ago, so I don't actually remember what the problem was. What's it do exactly? Tap 2 untapped creatures you control. So you have to have 2 other creatures down when Eldamri is down to actually do anything with it. He has to be able to tap, so he has to survive. But that's the gimmick. Like, you played this to get a big thing in your hand to cheat into play with Eldamri. Something like Gristlebrand to refuel, or Titan to gain life, Shoulder to be dank, this to be dank, Elsnorn to be dank, Vorinclex. Why are we Team Praetor here? Do we have Realmbreaker in here somewhere? No. Is it in the... Aha! I did remember that. Okay. And then we got Ceratops for control. Like I was cooking here. I definitely was, but like I said, the issues were still present because you don't always have something good to put into play with this. I guess it's from the top of your library, so that's good. But like even still, you don't always have relevant targets with this, which feels really bad when you dedicate that much effort into it. But that comes with the territory when you are cheating into play randomness. But still, it doesn't feel worth the deck space or the deck being built entirely around it. So yeah, I definitely cooked here, but not a deck I would really ever play again, so I'm getting rid of it. And then here's the snow deck I already showed you. Here's Ponza. Just straight fire without any of the good modern land destruction spells. Like Monvolia Acid Moss is a good one. So there's... I built that Ponza deck. I made it in paper, did a deck video, but that video got a lot of views, a lot more than I was expecting. I made an update to that deck too. I gotta put that out there, but this is what we have to resort to on Magic Arena because there's no Monvolia Acid Moss, there's no real replacement for Stone Rain, so the Bloodthirsty Adversary synergy is not really there, but it's still fun. We have this instead of Bolt. We have this to be dank. What is this? Geomancer's Gambit. Destroy target land. Its controller may search for basic, put it on the battlefield, draw. Okay, so another copy of this. Verbatim the same magic card. Huh. Alright. Well, what styles are we playing? Oh, Copperline Gorge, and then what do we got here? Some Fries for Teferi. Brotherhood Zen for aggro. Destiny Spinner for control. And what the fuck are you doing here? I couldn't tell you what Howlpack Piper's doing in here. There's no big creature we're cheating into play with that. I don't know. The sideboard needs reworked like hell, but I think I want to hold on to this. And explore elementals. Now we're getting into more absurd shit that should work but just didn't for me. We got Kahira as the companion, and then just a bunch of elemental synergies like this, This, Omnaths, this is an elemental for whatever reason. A Voice of Resurgence, of course. So we're like 5 color elementals. I guess 4 color. I don't see any black. Maybe in the board? What do we got here? No Thoughtseizes. We got the Defenseless Thoughtseize though. Look at us. Yeah, but basically I was trying to go over the top with elemental value in Pioneer. Didn't really do that because, like, the best way to do that is just degenerate 5 color shit. Up the beanstalk, all that bullshit. So this was attempting to be more honest, have like an early aggro plan versus control matchups, which I have done. I vividly remember one game having like a couple of these out for like the whole game and just couldn't attack with them because there's like this massive board stall. But finally I got enough mana in play that I was able to activate this, and I swung for like 8 with this and 1 with it. That was a very satisfying win, but the deck just doesn't contend with like anything. Like it doesn't have a strong enough early game, definitely doesn't have a strong enough late game to contend with like control, and it doesn't do terribly versus like mid-range shells, especially because we got 4 Paw Patch Formation main deck to deal with like flyers and unholy annexes and stuff, so it should be okay, but it just wasn't. And I concede to the fact that the actual green shell deck, the one from like MTG Goldfish, is just better than whatever this was trying to do, so I think I'm going to delete this one. Now we're going over here to explore ramp bad. What is this card? Thirst for Meaning, 3 mana. Draw 3, then discard 2 unless you discard an enchantment card. Interesting. What enchantments are we discarding? Leyline, maybe, if we have to side them in. And that is it. Oh no. Maybe that's why it's bad. What is the game plan? What is the win condition? Do we have deserts? How do we not even have okay, I don't know what the game plan here. Okay, this is bad, bro. Get me out of here. I don't even need to look at that one to know it's bad. Here we got the Frogs deck. I actually played with this on screen, did I not? Yeah, I think I did. I think I may have taken some lands out. What we got? 12, 31, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, sweet. There's 22 lands in this deck. Maybe I did show that one on screen when I played. What do we got on the board? It looks like the same. Pick your poison. Interesting. Yeah, Tiebinder's in there. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, I still play with this. Okay, this is the old one. I made another Frogs deck. Hold up. Where is it? Frogs. Here we go. Frogs with Dowerport. When I made the initial version, I didn't have wild cards to spend on Dowerport Mage, but eventually I made 4 of them, and like this is a crazy Magic card. I also doubled down on like just Frogs in general. I have 4 Caverns. I have this shit. we're going more aggro, less late game synergy. That being said, I have more copies of Doppelgang than the old deck. How many lands do I have? Okay, so there's 24 lands here also. And a frequent problem I have with this deck is just drawing way too many lands, even though we ramp so much with this. But yeah, this is fun. I've actually been playing with this more than the old one. You see, we got into the Floodmaw, Unable to Screams and stuff. But yeah, like this, I think I enjoyed this version more than the old Frogs deck. So maybe I should keep the old one, but I think I don't know. I think I legitimately enjoyed this one more than the other one. I basically took out the Pond Prophets in place of Dowerports. So maybe I could try a hybrid, like take one of these out, put into Pond Prophets, because I think Pond Prophet is a very strong card on its own, and I definitely miss having it. But Dowerport Mage is just so strong in general, like being able to like block with something, then at instant speed bounce it back to your hand and not lose it or take any damage. Like it's a crazy synergy, and then you draw a card off it too. Yeah, like just good shit there. Silver Scrutiny is an interesting option, but definitely a necessary one, because we don't have much card draw aside from the Dowerports, as mentioned. But let me do that right now. Let me try to combine this shit in a way that is meaningful. Take out one forest, one of you, and one of you. Put in 3 pawn profits. Apply the styles. What's this? Oh, pawn profit. Okay. Let's save the deck. So now I can delete this one. Yeah, I think I like that. Because now there's less overlap here. I don't think we have time for all of this, bro. Which is sad, but let's get a few more. Start with Explore Song Bad. I saw the card Song of Creation and wanted to try it because Teamer's my favorite color combination, and this was just fucking crazy. I don't remember the deck working, period. I don't remember how it was supposed to work, but it definitely didn't. I don't even... The board is just generic shit. Yeah, I claim no ownership of this deck. Oh my god. Whoa, where are we? Okay. Delete that. I don't even know why I had to show that. Simic Big Gruul. I do not remember this one at all. I see one of these main deck. Probably a good call. What do we got here? Ooh. Oh, this. Yeah, I remember this card. It's like a 1-mana sack it to ramp. Pretty good. And then we got this to ramp. No. Okay, we do got up to be. Okay. Yeah, this is a real deck. What do we got on the board? A break. Okay, more ghost vacuums. I would probably replace that with Skoos personally, but good shit. Yeah. Stonebrains, Baloths, Frillbacks also. Okay. Yeah. This is a legitimate deck. Holding on to this one. Kona Cheese is some bullshit. Oh man. I don't know. I hated Kona the moment I saw it. I'm like, alright, so people are just gonna be cheesing this in standard, huh? And they really haven't, because I think at this point, every Magic player realizes that shit like this is a trap, and it'll just die immediately. But in the event, in the incredibly unlikely event that your 4-mana card survives, you're able to do some, you're potentially able to do some messed up shit with it. Like put a Valgavoth into play on turn 4. It could probably be done faster, like if you have like a Lawnmower Elves in here, yeah. Speed that up by a whole turn. Then it actually survived the board wipe. That might be worth considering. I mean, this is just cheese shit through and through. Like, I would never seriously play with this. I just wanted to try it because, like, I knew opponents would try it against me, and I wanted to see if the strat was as susceptible and just generically bad as it seemed. And it really is. Like, it's so exploitable, so easy to throw off. But there's some solid pieces in here that just hold up on their own, like these in specific. Cruelty of Gix has always been an insane Magic card. It's like a 3-for-1, and this I don't need to tell you about that. Yeah, I don't know if I would play with this or not. Again, I think I'm deleting it. It does look flames though, like when it works, it will work, but I think there's ways to make it work better, and when it gets to that point, it's like, why don't you just make a better deck than trying to make a cheese deck work better? Oh man, I didn't even look at the board. It's the usual suspects. Yeah, I don't see a need to keep this. Explore Beast down. You know I was on some bullshit when I named it something like that. What we're trying to do here is beat down with beasts. Like this is great. Garg is great. Questing Beast great. Lovestruck Beast I don't really fuck with, but it's a good beast, so I put it in. This is I like this much more as a 3-mana beast personally, but when I play with this, I tend to not fight any mono black opponents, and it's all scrubby control. So what do we have to fight against that in the board? Needles? What the fuck is Baloth doing? Broken Wind. What the fuck? What is this hitting? Wait. Pop it. Okay, Balustrade Worm is my anti-control piece of... Bro. Like, I feel like you need way more to combat control than just that, but... I mean, it doesn't seem bad. It really doesn't seem bad, does it? Like... Oh, if you look at the deck box... Bro, stop doing that, please. If you look at the deck box, that's Swarm Shambler. Swarm Shambler is nowhere to be found. So, like, evidently that was in the deck at one point, but I took it out to whatever this is. Yeah, I don't think I can keep it. It's just too all over the place. Like, what is it doing? Why is there one basic mountain? Like, what is this doing other than dying to Fatal Push? Like, I want to keep it. I really do. I think I'm going to keep it, actually, because it looks funny. But I just don't see that winning a game. Holy fuck, what is Flash Guard? This might be the one to end it on. Okay. 4 copies of Leyline of Anticipation, Simic Value, with Elder Gargroth at the literal top end. What were we doing here? I mean, I like it. I don't like that Garg is the literal top of our curve, but I need like a Banefire or some actual finisher. I think I'm keeping this one also. It looks fun. It looks good. I don't remember what I kept losing. I guess... Yeah, we're not playing white, so we have no options versus Thoughtseize, so I guess that just gets us. Good format. Standard... Okay, here's a standard Urza deck. Similar to the Urza Brawl deck. It's leaning into control a little bit, but we're definitely more concerned with tapping out into shit like this and Urza himself. This can be an instant speed, so that's good. It also gives instant speed to this and Shimil and Portafirexia, but... Yeah, fun deck, actually. I think I'm keeping this one too, just because I like it. What is this? Oh, this shit. Split Up. Interesting. I don't remember ever playing with any of these cards in the style. What the? I would never play with Salvation Swan. What the fuck is this doing in here? Alright, I am keeping this, though. Then let's look at Simic Beans. It looks like the amalgamation of every standard deck I've made over the past month and a half. Seriously though, if you look at all these standard decks I've made in the past month and a half, like, they all look like this. 4 up the beanstalk, 4 of this, 4 of this. The rest of the cards do not matter. What do we got on the board? Usuals, yeah. Colossal Rattleworm, interesting. Holding on to that one. What else do we got? Green-white ramp. Oh, green, okay. And then I had blue for card draw, specifically for Silver Scrutiny. That's the only blue card here. Nothing in the board either. Weird. Yeah, this was I was trying to do weird shit with Scroll Shift to blink my, like, if an opponent tried to blow up my Overlord that I paid 3 mana for while it's an enchantment, I could blink it and then get insane value off it, but it never really happened that way. That's like a Christmas land scenario. So basically, I just wanted to try that synergy, specifically scroll shifting my Overlord as the opponent tried to kill it. Didn't really work that often. I think one time it happened and it provided a lot of value, sure, but it wasn't really worth, like, I would rather play the Simic version than this. So yeah, I think I can delete this one. That's this deck's gimmick, specifically Scroll Shift, and I only had 2 copies of it because it was bad and situational synergy. So yeah, we also got Bant Ramp. Bro, these names. Yeah, very similar deck, as you can see. I don't exactly notice the difference between this and the first Simic Beans. I think the Simic Beans didn't have this and had a lot more middling shit. But we got 4 of this. We got this. Rattleworms. Yep. So what is the difference between Bant Ramp and Beans? Oh, this has an extra Overlord and no Mana Dork. Yeah, I don't like this one. Now that I see the difference, yeah, Llanowar Elves speeding up the deck by a turn is pretty insane. So definitely keeping the one with the Llanowar Elves. But in addition to that, I also have God, where'd it go? I might as well finish this. It's so close to 2 hours, so it doesn't matter. What's Simic Fecund? Oh, like making the Pioneer MTG Goldfish Fecund Green Shell deck in Standard, though. So we got this that has higher toughness than power, so it triggers this insane with it, this insane with it. I guess that's it. Those are the only cards and 1 Coma. I remember the first time I cast Coma, I was feeling really good about myself, ramped a bunch. I had a big board, was doing great. The very next turn, my opponent cast Sunfall, and I'm like, alright, never playing Standard again. 30 minutes later, I came back, but that was the last time I played with this deck. Slammed my Coma, feeling good, immediate Sunfall. I'm like, yep, never doing this again. But I don't think I should put the deck down just because it got by Sunfall. Because like I have options for Sunfall. It's not like I have no option for it. I just got to be prepared, and then I evidently wasn't prepared to see Sunfall in 2024 when that happened. But yeah, good looking deck. I'm gonna hold on to it. What do we got here? Just the usual? Yeah. All right. What is Timmy Green? What was I trying to do here? I think this was the first deck I put Llanowar Elves in. Maybe? I don't really know what the goal here was. 28 lands is something. You got Fungus here. Unsummon. Hunter's Talent. Yeah. I was cooking here, but I think I've branched. Like, there's aspects of this deck I like, but you'll find them in just about every other deck, and every other deck does what this does, just more focused and more consistent. So, yeah. Can delete Timmy Green. Timmy Green wasn't even green. There was blue in it, bro. What the fuck you on about? Brawl red-white. For when I got the red-white, I don't even know why I showed this. I think I've already shown it. I think I've played with this on, maybe not, because I don't think this existed when I made that video, but it's just Velomachus good shit for when I get the red-white daily. Bant Ramp we already looked at. Over Retreat, 23 lands. When I was in my moment about Up the Beanstalk and Overlord hype, I realized, oh shit, I'm putting a bunch of lands into play. What if I just slipped in a Felidar Retreat? What would happen then? It turns out you kind of take over games. Since you're including white naturally, it's less of a hindrance when you don't draw your planes. And then you're literally relying on your Overlord to be able to cast your ley lines. This, we're actually playing the white cards, so there's less swinginess in the fact that we can play even if we don't draw the Overlord. But this what do we got over here? The usuals. Looks like it's some doppelgangs. Interesting. Oh, that's why I have the blue mana, the one island. Yeah. Oh, and then we have this another. So this isn't standard. You saw it way back in the Elves video, but this deck, it helped in a multitude of ways. It's a good 3-drop that we can play if we don't draw our Overlord that ramps us, and it can get any color. So like I put one basic of each color in here, just to help out leyline binding purposes. But we ideally want to be overlording, so for maybe a little much, but it also helps immensely with Felidar Retreat synergies, so I think these two are a very strong shell on their own. But then again, this 3 mana, so playing this into this isn't really beneficial. It's just, if you get this down before this, then we're talking. I made an offshoot of that deck called Awaken, which is relying on Awaken the Woods to get even more value out of those Felidar Retreats. I don't even know what I took out of here. Probably Interaction. Is that what I think it is? Yes, it is. Oh boy, we are making so many cats. Oh man. I think I'll hold on to this one and delete the other one, because this looks just funny. I had to specify 23 lands too, because it just was drawing way too many late game. I skipped one deck down here. This one I want to save for last, but let's do this one first. Doubling Season. Doubling Test. I'd never played with Doubling Season before, so I wanted to try it. There aren't really any, like the thing with this is you play this, then play a Planeswalker in Ultimate and win. There's not really any do that kind of Planeswalkers in Standard right now, at least that I saw. Some are good. Like, they're all good, but like if Viv here does it, I get the emblem, which is nice, and I have done that, and sometimes I've had multiple copies of Doubling Season, so I can like emblem Viv twice, and she's still alive. For some reason I thought I had like Doppelgang, and I copied my Doubling Season and made like, man, imagine Yo, wait, hold up. Doppelgang plus Doubling Season, because Doubling Season copies the tokens? Yeah. Okay, I gotta make Doubling Season Doppelgang. Hold up. Yeah. Alright, and just a reminder. Explore anti-stuff I hate. This one about as well as you can imagine. We got the Leyline to quote-unquote deal with Thoughtseize. 2 in the main, 2 more in the board. This nice Hexproof from black. But none of that really helps versus Scrubby Control. We got 4 Caverns main deck. Only a couple different creature types. This has haste, so that's good. It has vigilance, so it dodges removal from the Wandering Emperor. And then we got Beans Binding, which is great. And just some weird shit in the board. 2 copies of Scoos too. Like, I remember playing with this. I don't remember it doing particularly bad or good. Like, I just remember playing with it, and I don't remember the outcomes. I'm sure I lost with it, and I'm pretty sure I won a game or 2 with it also. So just a boring deck that, like, if you want to play Pioneer, this is what you have to play, just because of how fucked up the format is. Play Pioneer, play something like this. Alright, and then this is what I've been playing primarily in Standard right now. It is green aggro, 1 plains, 24s, 2 caverns, 4 Leyline Binding, 4 Overlord, 4... Oh, only 3 Beanstalks. Okay, big dog, I see you. 3 of this guy, 2 of this, because I remembered this was a Magic card when I made my top 20 Magic cards of 2024. I'm like, oh, I can slot this in somewhere. Found room for 2. Probably took out a Beanstalk for 1. Probably a mistake, but it is nice having interaction like that. I also have 4 Paw Patch in the sideboard for flyers and enchantments. We are trying, ideally, to Llanowar Elves 1, this on 2, and then we just get it started. But this on 2 and this on 3 is equally as strong. And then from there, we're just trying to get Vivian to get us value. Comes down, blows up like a flyer or an enchantment. And then for the rest of the time she sticks around, she just draws us a card every turn. Even if it's a land, it's so good. She doesn't hit permanents. It has to be a land or creature. So I often hit like this or this off her, and it feels bad because you got to put it back. Still, it's still such a strong +1. And then this, of course, just usually comes down and wins the game. Pumps like this to an 8/8 or whatever. And your Llanowar Elves too. This this comes like a 20/20. But yeah, very fun deck. It's strong. It's overtaken Frogs for the most played deck I've been playing lately. Yeah, I really like it, needless to say. And then there's 2 more to get to. Lotus Field, Pioneer Lotus Field. I made a deck of this in paper. I made a deck tech video for it, but I've never edited that video together because I didn't play with it enough to feel confident in what I was saying when I was narrating. Because a lot of the cards weren't on Arena, and Arena is really the only place I play Magic, so I didn't have experience with the deck. But now that Hidden Strings and Dark Petition are on Arena, it's been crazy. Like I've been playing with this. I've been playing so many practice matches versus Sparky, bro. If y'all ever play against Sparky, like I'm pretty sure nobody's listening anymore, but if y'all are, do you play like practice matches versus Sparky, or do you just hop into like unranked or even ranked? Because like I definitely wanted to practice a deck like this versus Sparky. There's a train in the background. Ignore it if you're still here, and if you are still here, let me know if you play versus Sparky. Bro, I'm wildin'. But yeah, I found when I played this deck versus Sparky, Arena crashes like non-stop. I don't know if that's just a product of this deck or if it's just something that happens specifically with Sparky, but yeah, that was interesting. Anyway, this is just generic Lotus Field. We're not trying like Artist Talent or any of the newer offshoots of it, like the Azorius version that's trying to like stifle the Lotus Field tree. No, this is just Lotus Field combo. I have Silence in here to try to stop control. Yeah, I can usually win 1 game with this, but it's very hard that I win another one just through the combination of needing to draw specific cards and the opponent having exact hate that they need, or them just, beating me on turn 4 before I can enact my combo or whatever. It's very inconsistent that I actually win a match with this, but it does take games. Like this definitely will win, and it annoys people because you gotta take a long time, but actually being able to pilot it properly, it make me feel like I'm improving as a Magic player, and I'm sure I'm not doing it properly. Like, there's so much more I could probably optimize with this. The build's probably suboptimal in some capacity, but I really like it, so I have been playing with it. I have a paper version. Oh, I mentioned that already. I made the deck. I'll have to update the paper version into something that I play. I really like this style, bro. At this point, I'm just... is this a real... Is there a real Magic card that looks like this? Do y'all know? If it is, it's probably like $200. Yeah, it's probably a Japanese-only card or some shit. Anyway, there's one more deck. And it is another card that I made in paper and didn't make the video yet. Well, I made the video, but I didn't edit it and put it out. And it's Explorer Temur Ultimatum. My favorite color combination, my favorite archetype. I want to make that deck. That video, because I made it at a time when, holy fuck, what was still legal? Oh my, the fucking Sorin shit, yeah, cheating the goddamn Vein Ripper into play, yeah, that shit was going on a fucking rampage, just out of nowhere. When I made that video, that paper video, I spent a lot of time talking about how the Sorin deck came out of nowhere and just overtook this deck. Like, this deck stands no chance against that. And then they banned Sorin, so a lot of the issues that I presented in that video are no longer true, but this deck still just doesn't win. I played with this for like 2 hours the other day just to reminisce, just to see if it could function now that Sorin is no longer in the format, and it just doesn't. I think I forfeited like 6 games on turn 1 because the opponent went first, had a Thoughtseize, and you just aren't winning. You can't. You are never winning if your opponent strips away your only way to enact your game plan before the game even properly begins. You just aren't. And that's going right back to what I was saying at the very beginning of the video. Thoughtseize is just an unhealthy card in the format, and I fully believe that now. It's no longer like a necessary evil in the format. It is an unnecessary evil. One that is keeping me from enjoying a format I otherwise enjoy. But, with that, what do we got on the board? Yeah, just... Oh, I included Boiler Bilges. What did I take out for that? Oh, Back to Nature. Yeah, because everybody was spamming the Energy Beanstalk fucking, fires, enigmatic shit. Yeah. So what all did I take out for all that? I mean, it looks good, though. Still some questionable options, but... still a good-looking sideboard. It just doesn't win games because Thoughtseize is a Magic card, unfortunately. And that is it. That is every deck. I brought my deck size down to 32 out of 100. I'm pretty happy because this happened in under... I hope it happened in under 2 hours. If not, then I hope you've enjoyed this 2-hour video to fall asleep to. My voice box feels like it's about to explode. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Subscribe if you want more Magic content, although I don't know how much more I'll be invested in Magic if Universes Beyond comes out and messes everything up, but I promise the rest of my content is just as dank as this, so stick around, bro. Anyway, hope y'all get a good night's sleep. I'm gonna go try to do the same, so have a good day, guys.